Hello and good evening. We're back once again with Little Red Lie, and we're gonna go back and take this cat downstairs to our sister. Lie about spying on sister. After a suicide attempt, I started tracking her online, keep keyword alerts, things like that. Sometimes I even watch what she does online as she sits in the same room as me. Mom and Dad do most looking out for her by day, but this felt like the one thing I could do. Not to mention, it's the last thing I'd want them to have to wade through. God knows I don't enjoy it. They don't understand online persona. The weird BS alchemy of negative personality trait exaggeration. They would read it as she was shaking and crying over some political catastrophe and think she was actually shaking and crying. Nope. She's sitting there eating a Cobb salad, and if she's any idea what I'm watching her, you never know. Even when she occasionally locks everyone out, she always comes back. You can only have privacy if you're willing to give up attention of strangers, something she would never, ever do. Alright, I see her on there. Showtime, Bobo. Use Bobo as a false pretense. Aw. Alright, grab Bobo. Bobo's one of those cats that'll jump up and sit next to you anywhere, but if you try to pick him up, forget it. Plus, he has a strange way of knowing you're going to try. Okay, time to take you home, pal. I'm just coming down to pat your head, I promise. Crap. At least I heard him run back downstairs. You might be able to see in the dark, Bobo, but I literally know this house with my eyes closed. I know where everything is, even if I can't see it. Is she really up? And actually awake enough to consider communicating? Another sign that she's eaten, which she won't for days and then suddenly will. In other words, the kitchen would be a wreck. I'll take a look. Lie about feeling of security. There's a combination unlock. Dad taught us how to feel it out in the dark. I guess that's the more likely we'll have to use it at night. I wish we didn't have this at all. Lie about sanitation. It sounds crazy, but we have to make sure she brings plates back upstairs. The flies down there won't bother anyone but her, but once we saw a mouse, Dad went nuclear. I do this thing where I know where all the dishes are now. If I see one out in the wild like this, I mentally subtract from whatever I look in the cabinets, and I hunt them down if they're missing before Dad can find them. I can meditate between two of them at a certain extent, mediate between them, but believe me, the situation was too much. I'm not doing this for either of them. I gotta live here too. Doesn't seem anything is missing. Maybe I should take her something. This is important. She has to talk to you. Break down the effing door if you have to. What the hell are you enabling her for? I've seen enough. Time to go downstairs. It's a bit dark. I mean, that's the point. Jeez, it's freezing down here. She left the window open again. Why can't she smoke uncomfortably outside like everyone else does? Can't say I blame you for staying top of the warm dryer, Bobo. Hopefully that'll keep you from running. And of course the draft of the window being open means the door up there slams shut. Which means Mom and Dad both wake up, inquiries will be made, and all the effing sneaking around was for nothing. God dang it. There's more to the story of my sister, of course. More than the sexy stuff about her tragic attempts and her heroic road recovery, the bills and the stress from all threw everything into disarray. My mom had MS that had been in remission before I was born, but of course it came back. My dad had insurance that was supposed to cover anything up and everything, but of course it didn't. The years went by, and the isolation and dysfunction only became more taxing and worse. And as the cost of it rises, the darkest of secrets gain momentum somewhere deep inside of you. That secretly, you don't even think anything is even actually wrong with your sister. Her soul and her heart are merely covered in rust. It's been so long since she had a person that she no longer knows how. And for someone who doesn't even seem to want to be alive, she sure seems to have no remorse about ruining the lives of people who do. She keep that thorn inside, tumbling around. Don't worry, Bobo. I'll still make sure you get back in, okay? The temperature will kill you. Won't kill you. Lie about head patting. I'm just gonna pat your head, Bobo. Just my friendly, slowly moving hand. Crap. Jeez, that startled the crap out of me. What are you doing down here? One of your cats escaped. Oh. I think I'm heard run back in your room as soon as you open the door. He's probably hungry. Fine. Good night. Melissa. Huh? I have to talk to you. Text me. No. Talk. Well, you can't come in right now. Danny is running a raid group. He needs total concentration. Melissa, I just saw Danny say the raid was super easy. If you know how serious it was, you would play a better card than that. All I have to get through now is they're swearing at me a few times. Upstairs, then. F off, Sarah. I'm busy. It's about the money. What money? The money. Our money. Fine. What about it? Melissa, we're standing in the laundry room. It's freezing out here. Fine. Just give me a minute. You're coming up? No. You come in. Just wait 2 minutes. Much as I don't want to stand in the freezing cold for 2 minutes, I probably want to see inside the room right now even less. Besides, the garbage everywhere in Melissa is probably tying up right now. I don't know what I'm going to see when I set foot in that place. My sister goes from one delusional passion to the next. You can see the boxes that came stacked chaotically outside her door. I guess the funny is that she's a stereotype, right? A loser who lives in her parents' basement. But for her, millennialism is closer to camouflage than causation. Even in the best of all possible worlds, the wildest of socialist utopias, I assure you, she'd be right here. And probably forever. Oh, this is our first, maybe so, second or third drawn image. Well, here goes nothing. At the very least, I'll find a way to put her in a better mood first. Placate your sister into conversation. Oh, well, there's a lot of stuff. There's a Dreamcast. Lie about talent. This month, my sister is interested in learning how to play the guitar. It's too bad that the only thing she ever takes any interest is in glamorous art, music, writing, that kind of stuff. When we were young, Mom and Dad really encouraged her down all those creative paths, but maybe some people want to be artists because the only thing they can do is make crap up. I mean, she has absolutely no natural gift for any of it, nor level of discipline to compensate. And as soon as she comes around to realizing that, she gives up until she forgets. And then she starts again with something else. No matter how much it costs, my sister has a desire to be a person who does these things, not desire to actually do them. It's too bad, I guess. For all we know, Melissa could have been the greatest welder that ever lived, or a surgeon, or an engineer. Not even the greatest. Even a crappy accountant makes more than most of the novelists in the world ever will. Still, I'm sure internet minions with no real stake in her existence will disagree. After all, none of those jobs would ever give her the sniveling praise that they all do is say she deserves. They claim that we need people who will shoot for the moon, even if they land amongst the stars. That making things is for everyone. F those people. It's my sister. I know her better than you ever will. Our only problem is that no one ever made her need the money. Cool guitar. I thought I heard someone playing a few nights ago. Don't touch it. Why? I know the power chords. It's an acoustic. So? What do you want, Sarah? Ah, geez, try something else, I guess. Before she was suicidal, Melissa won some kind of mental health award for the biggest game streaming corporation for some sort of thing she did on the internet. Ironically, I blame the internet for a lot of what Melissa became. People were never meant to be continuously wired into the pain of others like that. In theory, it's supposed to make you more empathetic. In practice, it makes the whole world feel like stepping on glass, and I've never understood what she gets out of all the posturing and accepting herself to begin with. The way I see it, if you've got nothing to be happy about, the least you can do is dignify it. Keep your head down, mind your own business. Doesn't she understand that all these people are laughing at her? Still, she gave a speech about everything. It was the closest thing to her old self I've seen in a long time. It was funny, smart, interesting. But she isn't funny or smart anymore. Now, she's just cruel. Maybe she didn't realize that people were laughing at her. I'm actually not even going to touch this one. I don't know why she decided to get it out and put it on display like this, but I don't think asking a question will lead anywhere good. Lie about looks? Miss Lissa really insults the hardships of ugly people when she says she is ugly. I can't talk to her about this. The entire basis of her belief in her own unattractiveness is my fault, apparently. There's both a really long and really short version of this, and this is the really short one. She wishes her hair was straight. Nobody wants to believe that their complex self-esteem problems are that simple, but I guarantee you she would immediately be happy if her hair was straight. Everyone reflexively says, isn't it that simple? Isn't it that straightforward? Tell that to fat people. Tell that to people with severe birth defects. You don't think their lives would be better? Have you lost weight? No. Wait, what were you saying? When did I gain weight? Crap. I don't know, something about you just looks good. Maybe I don't know what it is. I'm not even wearing makeup. She definitely ain't wearing makeup. Okay, this one's a bad road to go down regardless. Alright. Maybe I should tell her our coolest thing looks compared to the other one. Do people really argue about this kind of stuff? No. Oh, maybe this one will work. This thing she knows a lot about. Have you watched any good movies lately? Hundreds of things. There are literally hundreds of things. My backlog is so deep at this point it's depressing. You think your backlog is bad at movies? Try having one with games. True. Thank God no one wants to play more than the same 3 games over and over again. That wasn't too bad. At least I managed to get multiple sentences out of her. Well, the problem is I don't know anything about the stuff and can't draw it out any further. I have to try something else. Lie about not noticing condom wrappers. Wait, is that? Oh, what the F. She took 2 minutes to clean up before letting me in here. What the hell was out there bad enough for not to cut? I say, but I don't know the answer. That leaving these out in some kind of twisted showing off. I don't have anything more to say about this. I don't even want to think about it. Social media BS. She never uses tablets, but I'm pretty sure the last phone she bought is half the size and a gillion times the power. The tablet never leaves this table, but the phone never leaves her hand. Actually, this gives me an idea. My sister keeps internet wish lists up so people who watch her play games can buy her things. I think it's make her happy because it rings all of her bells. Feeling famous, having her phone ping, and getting something new that she thinks she wants. Most of all, I think she enjoys it because it makes her feel for a moment like she's actually the person the people who buy her stuff imagine she is. Cool, edgy, sexy, whatever. It's a lot happier for everyone involved in that reality. A lot happier than the thought that you're buying overpriced underwear for a sad, aging woman in pajamas who lives most of her life in a 10-foot area between bed, a screen, and a washroom. Then again, I guess people who aren't comfortable with their imaginary life wouldn't watch her to begin with. Really can't afford to buy most of this stuff, but maybe something small. Alright, hopefully she can't see my email address. There. Okay, I think I just saw her smile. I already feel disgusting about this. I hope it wasn't actually necessary. Oh, can't get this one. Enduring childishness. I don't know if these are out of view because she doesn't want webcam pick-up of her pink bunny slippers or because she wears them to go to her own disgusting bathroom. Neither would surprise me. Oh, we have drugs. Lie about drugs. Ever noticed that people who love to smoke pot are enthusiastic about how innocuous and non-addictive it is, that they spend all their money on it and smoke it every single day? I can't think of a flattering way to discuss this. What I really like to drill her on is Gianni thinks she should be mixing this stuff with 10 quazillions antidepressants she takes. But I've had that conversation with her before. There's no proof it does any harm, as it means you ought to give it your best shot. I better just let this one go as a topical, cheerful conversation. It's also bad preface to discuss on cutting back spending. I've got a better chance of getting her to cut back and breathe than I do on this. What are you staring at? Nothing. You're acting like a nut job right now, Sarah. Alright. Boyfriend. Oh, Danny. Danny boy, whose name must not be spoken. If you've noticed how much we avoid talking to my sis because how much it pisses off my dad, try to imagine how much she enjoys being spurred to think about the guy from the internet who moved into a basement with her. And you know what the worst part is? He's actually a semi-decent guy, or at least a lot nicer than anyone else she ever went out with. Totally harmless, arguably benevolent, and not mean to Melissa at all. And for whatever reason, she seems to be able to be around him in a way that doesn't put her ill at ease. And my sister was in the hospital. He was there every day. As much as we hate him as a person, I don't think my father would make him go. I wouldn't say he's family, but he's something. It's just tough to say who he really even is. How's it going, Danny? Hey there, Sarah. How are things going? Things are going awesome, thanks. Are they, Danny? Are they really? Because you wear the same disgusting sweatpants every day and put butts in the refill energy drink bottle that never changes the water. That game looks really cool, Danny. Have a good time. Thanks. Let me know if you want to give it a shot sometime. Great. This isn't going to work. Melissa isn't going to be nice to me because I'm nice to Danny. If anything, it runs the risk of making her jealous. Alright, well, lie about money. You want to watch something? Alright. Nothing in the world my sister would not make about herself. In fact, the more something is completely and solely her fault, the longer and more intense the conversation you'll find yourself in with her about how much it's not. It's why she burns through people. It's why we don't bother accusing her anymore. It immediately comes about her depression or the week she's been having or something else to put her off of balance. Whatever the thing she did and whoever it affected gradually drifts from being the thing you were talking about to a symptomatic sidebar of the real topic at hand, her. I still remember the time we were sitting in the living room trying to figure out how to get her out of some horrible scam she landed in, and she walked in filming us live on the internet channels to announce that she was ready to accept herself and needed us to say that we were ready to accept her too. She turned to the front-facing camera around and pointed at us. I watched the lightning-quick burst of insistence from complete strangers go by. Rather than humiliate her, we played along as best we could. So what is it? Pure uncontrollable narcissism? A brilliant bit of misdirection? A non-brilliant bit of misdirection that she knows or doesn't know will nevertheless grind out anyone if she does it for long enough? Doesn't matter anymore. There's no more money, and in the end, it always is, always money, that sets right whatever she's done wrong. Either I get this message through or we all fall down, and no one in the world's less prepared for a fall like that than her. What time is it? I don't know. 7:30? Something like that? Don't you have to go to work? Yeah, maybe. I might call in sick. ... Did you get fired? Melissa, you have to stop buying stuff. You have to. This is not a joke. Holy crap. You did get fired. How much do you owe your credit cards right now? How much do you owe on your credit cards right now? Melissa, this is serious. You know perfectly well I don't own anything. How much, Melissa? I don't know. Maybe 3,000? Not a lot? Alright. I'll talk to Dad. If I can read between the lines of what he's saying, I think that should be alright. I think he paid that much off one more time. But this is it. You go back to 0 and you stay there, because if you go under again, the money will literally not be there. It's gone. It's over. It doesn't exist. If you go back under, it will not get paid. Some serious crap will start happening to you in your life. Do you understand? It might be closer to 7,000. Jesus, Melissa. What? I only told you last because I wanted to take care of it myself, alright? Take care of it? How? I did a fundraiser last year. If I told my community that I needed help, they would. You wouldn't know anything about it. But some people understand that it's not a stigma to be poor and disabled. I can't stand that you make money from something that makes us all suffer. Plus, you traveled like 9 of those geek conferences last year. We both know the money is just from creepy guys who want to screw you. I wish you wouldn't do that. No, I shouldn't. I know. Sarah, did you get fired? I never appreciated until right now what her plan really was. For after Mom and Dad passed away, Dad was right. She'll just move on to me. No, I'm just not sure if they're going to renew my contract. What a bunch of a-holes. Everything you've done for them. Yeah, well, it's a business. I thought they were always going to be on, but how it was a family. You sound so facile when you say crap like that. You try to sound detached, like you're ever attached in the first place, and you wonder why serious people don't take you seriously. No, this is a family. It's your family, and it's the only one you got. We need you. I need you. I know. Hey, we're back to Alex, right? Arthur Fox. Technicalities. Arthur Fox. Think there's anything misogynist about my presentation earlier? I hope so. You have to treat it with a degree of subtlety, but it really works to invent sexy, conniving women as your main example when you want to get the message like that across. There are a few factors to it, but the cornerstone is that the audience the angry single men and ugly single women. I'm sure you can figure out the rest, but I'm glad you picked up on it, because it ties perfectly what I'd like to tell you now. Before we get far into this thing, I'd like to offer some context regarding the vile things I plan on continually to say about women, minorities, gay people, and whoever else. Everyone else is hilarious, basically. I'm not stupid. I'm fully aware that many of these things are offensive to some people. It isn't some wild thing that believes there are those who sincerely and earnestly believe in affirming their worth and dignity of other human beings. But it's precisely this sincerity and eagerness that I want to talk about. Specifically, the fact that I do not have any. You fight for things because you think they are true, and you fight against things you think that are false. But I don't care if things are true or false. I believe the purpose of stating something is making another person do something you want them to do. So you can go ahead and hate me all you want, but you are boxing with a shadow. I don't actually believe any of the things I'm saying. You don't see red lines in the talk here. When it makes sense to say people are the greatest people that ever lived, I'll say it. When you say it serves a greater gain to say that they're scum of the earth, I'll happily do that too. If you really want to be a shining light in the darkness, maybe you don't have a lot of friends or something. I don't know. The question you should be asking is not why I say such awful things. The question you're asking is why, despite all the pain they cause, these things that you're going to see me express are absolutely the best, most productive, most victorious, and, most importantly, most lucrative things to say. It was good to be good, I would be it. But this is not. I could go for a quick wank while I wait from the a-hole. When is any decent material around here? Okay. So, off to a start. We got a photo book. Must have been additions here lately. Oh crap, it's all dudes. I guess I'm pretty sexy. Nah. The real function of data plans. Oh, the signal here is terrible. We're getting still pictures at best. Screw this 1994 crap. Grotesque proclivities. Nah. Do we need anything like that? Fully uncut, packing my own sheath? What? Live that life. Lie about appropriateness of behavior. What? Sit down and use my imagination. Sure. Then I can imagine winning the lottery and going to Disneyland. Oh, and then I can dream about being the first person in my family to go to college. Imagination is for poor people. There's something around here I can use. Eroticisms and Men Magazine. Alright, so Men Magazine. It's gonna pull my junk out to bikini pictures of top 50 ladies in comic book movies? Nah. Oh, that's all I got. Well, what do I go in here? Wish I could. Had enough of this. Nah. 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 I guess there really isn't anything. Oh, well, I was going to save it for after this meeting. If I got to check out for nothing, at least I'm going to do the line first. This guy's horrible. She's always late anyway. Does it intentionally make her look important? I got plenty of time. Lie about drug addiction. Alright. Something the Miro set up is a bit over the top. What can I say? I'm a child of the 80s. This better be better than the crap they showed me last time. Oh, it is. As to the vanilla corporate speaking circuit, sales conferences, incentive travel, that kind of thing. Companies would drop a few $1,000 to a borough, and the borough would pretend its entire roster didn't say all the same basic crap, and then I would go shake a snow globe of an empty inspiration at a bunch of quiet desperados trying to drink their faces off and cheat on their spouses. Most of them were probably getting shuffled to part-timer contracts within a year or two anyways. Regardless, as I'm sure you can imagine, telling a bunch of accountants that the Olympic spirit belongs in their hearts was never fulfilling to me. Not because what I was saying was untrue. Truthfully, I have no real feelings about that at all. Not because the money wasn't fine, because it was. Ish. Now what bothers me is that it was inconceivable. It was inconceivable, and the fact that inconceivable meant that it was nothing but a joke to them. They knew I didn't really think what I was saying, and I knew that they didn't really care. And I wanted something more. I wanted to sell people on something they could believe in. I wanted to sell them on something that they could actually go out and do, something that would prove that I've actually tricked them. Maybe I haven't earned the opportunity, but I feel deeply in my heart that I deserved it. Alright, one more, we'll lead off, then I'm perfectly situated for this crowd. Arthur, are you in there? Crap. A lot of people ask me, how do you feel about having women for a boss? I love this, because it's a great moment to take the moral high ground, to explain whoever makes such an insensitive inquiry that you gotta put professionalism first, and women don't exist to be objects of sexual evaluation. Of course, the real reason I don't care about my boss being a woman is that she's overweight, over 30, and as such I don't consider her to be a woman to begin with. Wow, this guy's trash. To me, she's just a person. That's feminism, right? Also, she isn't really my boss. My boss is her boss, who is a man. Her title has something to do with marketing, and of those executive positions that make her a long time ago specially put women into. Where in marketing they come from, I don't know. Even in her prime, I don't think she'll have been attractive enough to be one of those girls in a crop top who goes up beer samples. Maybe she used to dress with a hot dog on a stand on a corner with this kind of sign, but it doesn't matter. The point is this. A boss is a boss is a boss. We're all here to make money. Man, woman, zebra, who cares? The only thing I can stand is that I don't like what women bosses is how seriously they take it. It's like they have no confidence or they think men don't respect them. Didn't I just say fine with it? But they don't believe you. She's at time. What the f wrong with her? Arthur? Just a minute. Stick up to the effing boss. I gotta get out of here, but she can't see all this coke. All these cabinets are locked. Lie about the appearance of health and vigor. Do I look effed up? Wait, I said sick. Shouldn't I look... I said I was sick. Shouldn't I look messed up? No. I'm doing that line quick so I feel a little calmer. Alright, I think I'm good. Looking a lot better. She gotta figure out a way to get out here, though. How am I gonna get rid of this crap? Lie about... That's it. I'll pretend to be throwing up in here. That way she won't want to come in. Maybe I can get her to go away. It's the only reasonable solution in tandem with the toilet I think you can imagine. Just a minute. I think I'm coming down with something. I'm sorry to hear that. Can I give you a call tomorrow? No. Ah, crap. On an overnight flight. Isn't there any chance you'd come out for a few minutes? Christ, I'm going to commit to this. Oh well, maybe I'll lose a few pounds. That sounds very unfortunate. Yeah, I'm really messed up. Why don't you come out? We'll talk about it. Jeez, what's gonna take rid of her? I found blood in my urine, blood in my stools, blood in my lungs. That's unusual. I had that once. Oh yeah? It turned out to be completely psychosomatic. Ugh. Arthur? Now come on out. That's the spirit. Well, at least you probably won't want to go in the washroom someone just spent the last minutes throwing up in. Then again, you think you know people. Arthur? May we begin? Sorry about that. Don't mention it. And you did extraordinary work this evening. Thank you. No problem. Certainly do look a little under the weather. Yeah, I took a bunch of homeopathy potions. My wife is really into it. Anyways, the clients have a few concerns I'd like to go over. Nothing major. Just a few ideas on how we can maximize opportunities with an insurance upsell. Happy to do whatever I can. So am I still paid a flat fee to get up on stage and speak about the power of so-and-so and so forth? Technically, yes. For reasons that are boring and I won't get into. But the real money that I make, the money that has to be made a staggeringly wealthy individual, comes not from speaking fees, but from commission on the money that people in my audience borrow from the lender after hearing me talk about how they should mortgage their family home and blow their baby when inheritance to start a bakery that only sells one muffin. Some genius, somewhere, looked at the generation that never had anything, but who was about to be given a ton, and rather than simply wait for him to spend it, this man asked a simple, timeless question. Why let people piss away what we can convince them to borrow against? And so it was that I was born. Best of all, its accompanying insurance product will do more than increase revenue. It'll also mitigate any residual reluctance on the part of the client. Agreed. Premiums are steep, obviously, but it makes the proposition look a whole lot better. And they've agreed to increase compensation so long as... Arthur? Yeah? Are you paying attention? But lately, if I'm being honest, something about the light has gone out. You think that one of the best parts of getting what you really want is that you couldn't possibly get boring. Take it from me, a person who probably has more than you ever will. You can get sick of anything. And the dangerous thing about boredom, you realize, is that nothing... It's not that it demotivates you into nothingness. That's what people think boredom is like. It's not. The thing that boredom does is make you begin noticing things you never saw before. The bright lights and the quick rushes start to look so much more colorful, while the drudgery of everything else gets duller and darker. A magnetic contrast. I don't do drugs and screw prostitutes at revel in people knowing who I am because it makes me particularly happy. I do those things because they're the only things that still make me feel anything at all. And the biggest problem, in my opinion, is not that they're bad. I don't give a crap. Or even that they're expensive. I can pay. No. The biggest problem with them is that they evaporate so quickly. While they're happening, they make you so happy they think they're going to last forever. And then it's all over in no time. Dad looks stressed. I shouldn't have parked the car alone and left him. Glad I'm with him for this. Alright. Well, we're back with... Oh man, I forgot her name. I keep forgetting the names they switched so first. Last one's Arthur Fox, but I forget who this one is. Anyway... We'll take a break here from Little Red Lie, and we'll come back soon with yet another episode. Cheers.